Yes, we're live. How's everyone doing? It was warm out last week. It was like 90 out on Saturday, and then it was only like 50s for a high on Sunday and Monday. Bizarre weather. It's supposed to warm back up again over the next few days. Definitely a very interesting NFL, too. Did Justin not get the chat? Our picks did not do very well. Now it says to Adam. How are you doing today, Justin? That's good. Repair. Usually I repair them like on the knees or up higher, not in the boot where you have the issue. What are you using to repair them?
Uh, until the season's over, I can send these back out to Sims to do their warranty. It's gonna cost me $65, and that covers shipping and everything. But I gotta pay for shipping out there. It says pay for shipping back, and they check every pinholes, replace zippers, replace the stocking footing part of it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna repair it with a Frog Togs patch and Flex Seal over it.
Nice.
It's got to work.
So last week I got 5 of 14 games right. Justin got 4 of 14 games right. And so far I have got 47 of 78 games right. And Justin has got 44 of 78 games right.
Yeah, I'm swacking.
So we'll start off last week. 49ers and Rams played on Thursday night football. It was a good game. Mac Jones looked like what people expected him to be. He was pretty accurate, decisive on short passes. Rams couldn't stop that. Matt Stafford played okay, but not good enough. To be honest, the Rams made more mistakes than the 49ers, and the 49ers won.
Yeah, that's it right there.
For a bunch of yells, but the Rams made some mistakes. So, and I think they had a blocked field goal too. So,
yeah, you're still there. I'm trying to turn the volume up on my phone.
that what happened. The second game was in New England. Was that in Tottenham Stadium? I think I don't know.
I think so. Something
I'm
like
not
that.
a soccer player. The Vikings and Browns played. Carson Wentz had a thrilling game-winning drive towards the end of the game. The Browns quarterback played. Shoot, who's their quarterback? I should know their quarterback who started. The guy from Oregon last year. He played okay. He didn't make a lot of mistakes, but
yeah,
Carson Wentz was able to beat him. There's some big news from the Browns that happened today. They traded Joe Flacco to their in-state rival.
You're shitting me.
Yeah, so I'm wondering how many games of their current quarterback playing bad it is until Shedeur starts. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So the next game was between the Raiders and Colts. I picked the Colts to win. Justin, for some reason, picked the Raiders to win. Geno Smith is a turnover machine. Jonathan Taylor and Danny Dimes played well.
Yep.
Next game was between the Giants and Saints. Jackson Dart had a setback game where he played pretty sloppy. The Saints were able to. Spencer Rattler played cleaner football, and the Saints were able to win.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, we both picked the Saints to lose. Next game was between Dak Prescott and one of Justin's favorite quarterback. And Fields still continued to get sacked some, and most of their points the Jets scored were when the Cowboys were way ahead.
Do I need to tell you why the Jets scored so many points?
And the Cowboys defense is awful, but the Cowboys were kind of playing prevent and so forth. The Cowboys were dominating the first 3 quarters of the game.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields was still getting sacked a bunch when he was playing pocket passer, as expected.
Yep.
Here's my philosophy of the Jets. They're going to stink, and they're going to pick like Carson Beck or whoever the top QB prospect is in this upcoming drafts, and they'll probably pick in the top 3 or 4.
Yep.
And then Justin Fields will be a backup quarterback for a few more years and then fade out of the league.
Yeah, he'll play like Arena League or somewhere. Or pull a T-ball and come back as a running back.
Or wide receiver.
Yep.
I think he'll just be a backup because teams seem willing to pay experienced quarterback like $5 million a year or something to play, just because having someone who's a rook, like a 5th round rookie, versus having someone who's played in games is better to have someone who's played in games than it is to have someone who's unknown, completely unknown as like a 5th round pick as your backup.
Yeah.
Hence why Carson Wentz still is getting to play, or Joe Flacco.
Yep.
The next game was between the Denver Broncos and the Eagles, and we both picked the Eagles to win, but the Broncos won. To be honest, this year teams have been able to hold the Eagles offense in check and now allow them to score like 30 some, a bunch of points. I think the most points they scored was when they beat the Buccaneers. And I think they scored like 30 some odd, but hey, Big John. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the donation. But
nice.
Bo Nix has been playing okay. He hasn't been playing special, but the Broncos do have a good defense.
Yeah, they do.
And the next game was the Houston Texans headed to Baltimore. You're donating me a lot of money, Big John. I appreciate it. The next game was between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Cooper Rush was horrible. He threw a bunch of interceptions. CJ Stroud looked like what people expected him to look like, just tore up that Ravens defense. The Ravens defense is the worst defense in the league.
Yep.
I saw they traded for a defensive player. I don't remember who, but I saw they made a trade for someone. But I think like the 7 highest played players besides Derrick Henry are out on the Ravens.
Yep.
So they have some injury issues. I know they had the same issue a few years ago, and they didn't end up doing all that great. That division, hey, Jonathan Gaffin, that division is going to be completely up in the air. And number 8.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I get fired from my job if I had that.
Gotcha.
So, really appreciate your donation. So, we'll see how good the Ravens are when Lamar comes back. But we'll see if we actually got the donations. I don't know.
How do people donate?
I'm not looking. I don't know. It says you can just donate when you go on people's channels if they have enough followers.
Oh, shit.
We'll see if we actually got the donations, but
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what the Ravens were one of the Super Bowl favorites, but now who knows what's going to happen with them? They'll probably just be around 500 when Lamar comes back. But they had to score a lot of points to. They have to score a lot of points to win games. this next coach is probably on the hot seat. And on Pat McAfee, they were talking about their coach walking around with tags sticking out of his shoes.
What?
Yeah, they're talking about, is it Mike McDaniel, the Miami coach?
Yeah.
He was walking around. You know how he just looks like he always shows up in just like a sweatshirt and sweats and tennis shoes and everything. They're saying he had tags sticking out of his shoes or something. But they were up 17-0, and they blew the lead to Bryce Young.
That's funny.
And supposedly they didn't target Darren Waller at a bunch of yards in the first half, and they didn't even target him in the second half. I'm having a hard time picking their game this week, although I am not picking them, but the other team has let me down the last 2 weeks, and there's a lot of injuries. We'll talk about that later. Next game was between the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals, and this had one of the funniest scoring plays you'd ever see. So who's essentially got intercepted by the Cardinals, and the Cardinals safety or defensive back went to return the interception and then fumbled the ball, and then Tyler Lockett scored a touchdown on the play.
That's fucked up. Pardon my French.
What?
That's
a pretty funny play. Very bizarre touchdown. But Cam Moore got his first win. Next game was between the Buccaneers and Seahawks. Baker Mayfield pulled out his magic again and won.
I should send you these.
Some shrimp or something.
Pilgrimage.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how good the Buccaneers defense isn't that good, but Baker Mayfield's been playing MVP level.
Yeah.
They'll be a pretty tough team to beat. And I think Sam Darnold, Seahawks, he's doing a lot better than Geno Smith. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Geno Smith has been a turnover machine.
Shoot.
So next game was a kitty matchup.
Yeah.
And the Lions won 37-24. And I'm mad that their one wider Jamar Chase got a couple touchdowns because I was playing against you in fantasy.
Yes, you were.
Jamar Chase finally had a bunch of fantasy points. But that was kind of in garbage time when the Bengals were already down by a whole bunch. So that game, I am from Wisconsin but live in South Dakota, and Justin is from Illinois. So, I don't know, Lions offense is playing better now. The next game was between the Commanders and Chargers. Like we discussed on the phone, there's a lot of injuries on the Chargers.
You froze. Hans. You back? Well, that was weird. Yeah. I should play the Commanders running back. I left
a bunch of fun.
Yeah, I left like 20 points on the bench.
Your fantasy team is better than mine. The next game was between the Patriots and Bills. We kind of discussed last week that the Bills might struggle against the Patriots, and they did. The Bills had a bunch of penalties and just did not look good in the first half of that game.
No. And
that was one of the games I actually watched a decent amount of.
You talk about Philly, right?
No, the Bills and Patriots.
Okay, I said, but did we already discuss the Philly game yet, or no?
What do you have to say about the Eagles game?
Oh, well, I think the officials are from the WNBA and let pass interference and that kind of stuff go, and don't turn a blind eye to it.
Yeah, who knows? They're
At
inconsistent.
the second to last play of that game, there was pass interference at the th- uh, 3 yard line.
Well, if the Eagles would have scored more than 17 points, they would have won.
Okay.
And the last game was between the Chiefs and Jaguars.
Yeah.
The Jaguars I picked against the last couple weeks, and I've been wrong, or I picked against 3 times.
Yeah.
I think that's
I don't know.
really the Jaguar. Trevor Lawrence made some good days and beat the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are as dominant this previous years, but
They're washed up.
that whole division.
The Chiefs,
Who knows who's going to win? Who's going to win that division? The Broncos,
the
all
Broncos,
the Chargers, the Broncos, Chiefs are all going to have like 8 to 10 wins. They should. Who knows? We'll find out. So we're going to this week's game on Thursday night football. The Eagles take the short travel from the city of brotherly love over to New Jersey to face Jackson Dart and the Giants. Eagles.
with Scatterboo. I'll take the Eagles.
Cam Scatterboo has shown that he's good. He has some potential. Not having Malik Neighbors really hurts the Giants, though.
Hey, who was the running back the Patriots had, the white dude back in the day?
I don't remember.
It wasn't Edelman.
He was a wide receiver.
Yeah, there was somebody else, and it was good.
Next game is the Denver Broncos. Is this in New Jersey too? It says they're at the. That's on a Sunday, or is that one overseas? I don't know.
It should be overseas. I think all the overseas games are done, aren't they?
I thought there was like 5 of them. But anyways, the Broncos play against the Jets. I am picking the Broncos. I think Bo Nix is better than Justin Fields.
Yeah, I'm going with the Broncos.
We'll see when the Jets get their first win because they're the only winless team now.
They're going to be all winning until we
from the Baltimore base, the Ravens. I don't know who is starting for quarterback. I heard rumors that they're not going to start Lamar till after their bye.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to start Cooper Rush again. So I am taking the Rams will score points unless they make a lot of mistakes. So I'm picking the Rams.
The Rams. But here's the question: should I play Derrick Henry?
I don't know. They've been holding him in check. They've kind of been holding Saquon Barkley in check too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've made the Eagles kind of they made Hurts beat teams, and Hurts hasn't lit up the scoreboard except in the Buccaneers game.
Yep.
Because I think Hurts threw 2 touchdowns and ran for. Do you have Hurts in fantasy?
Yeah, I do.
Hurts had a bunch of fantasy points when he played against the Buccaneers.
He gives me over 20 points a game.
I thought he ran for 2 touchdowns in that game and threw for 2 of them or something.
Yeah, I got almost 40 points out of it.
Not this last week.
No, I barely beat him
next week. 18 or something. Next game is the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott heads to Carolina to face the Panthers. They both have 2 wins. but the Cowboys have a tie. I have picked against the Panthers and they got me wrong, but I think the Cowboys are better than the Panthers.
I'll go with the Cowgirls too. Even though their fans open their beer bottles with their butt cheeks.
Yeah, I don't really care for the Cowboys, but they have some decent players. When is CD Lamb even going to be back? Like I thought he was out for a little while.
Beginning of November, I thought.
Oh.
Hey,
Next game is
go ahead.
Kyle. What were you going to say?
Did you get your flasher to work?
My Vexlar?
Yeah.
I never turned it on.
Oh.
It had a fish stuck in it though. Let's see if it works. I have it sitting right here. Yeah, it works.
Nice.
It needs a new cord though. There's cracks in the cord. I've had it since 2017 though. It's old.
I have a Markham.
I use it a lot though.
I use my Markham on my canoe.
Yeah, I was using it in my John boat some.
It works.
It's fun when you can jig up stuff with it. It's more fun with the Helix to even do it because you can see more. But
yeah, wide scope.
Yeah, they should ban it, just like cell cameras.
I was playing with one this Saturday. It's like a video game.
Next game, Kyler Murray and his Cardinals head to Pat McAfee City of Indianapolis to face Danny Dimes in the
Cardinals.
Colts. I can't believe Danny Dimes has played as well as he has. I don't know if his luck is going to run out one of these. The Rams held him in check, but no one else has.
Yep.
Next game is, I do not think, but Sam Darnold heads from the Coffee City down to Duval to face Trevor Lawrence in the Jaguars. I'm going to pick the Jaguars because I've been wrong on them.
How they played last night? I'm going with the Jaguars.
Maybe Trevor Lawrence will get it back together and be good.
Yeah.
This next game is another AFC West Coast team heading to the East Coast. The LA Chargers head to Miami to face the Dolphins. I'm going to pick the Chargers, but I feel really uncomfortable with that pick.
I'll split it with you. Is Tua back?
Tua's playing. They just don't have Tyreek Hill.
Oh, I'll split that one with you.
The Dolphins should have won this last week. They blew a lead.
Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins.
Between Cleveland Browns. Who's their quarterback even? I should know. They had to Steel City to face Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Steelers.
I'm picking the Steelers too.
The next game is the Patriots head from New England down to New Orleans to face the Spencer Rattler-led Saints. I am picking the Patriots.
Yep. I'll take the Patriots.
This game is probably going to be a really crappy game because it's between two struggling teams. The Tennessee Titans head to the Sin City to face the turnover-prone Geno Smith and the Raiders.
I'm going to take The Raiders
I'm
have a
gonna
good
take
defense.
the Raiders.
Yeah, I take the Raiders because of one reason: Max Crosby.
I wonder how long they're going to keep Pete Carroll as coach because Pete Carroll is just like a short-term, like 2 or 3 year answer at Cole.
Yeah, he'll die.
I don't need to coach forever. Just like the NC State hiring, or was it UNC or NC State that had it?
North
It was
Carolina.
UNC hired Bill Belichick, right?
Yep.
And he's been struggling there too.
Yep.
This next game should be a good one. Is Mac Jones or Purdy starting? I don't know who's starting.
Matt Jones.
And he's going to head to Tampa to face the Buccaneers. I expect this one to be a close game.
I'm going
I'm
Buccaneers.
going to pick Baker Mayfield, but
Yeah.
who knows what's going to happen.
Baker Mayfield's good. I don't know why Cleveland never got rid of him, to be honest with you.
No, neither do I. And what, they've had like 5 or 6 starting quarterbacks since then?
Yeah. Hey, whatever happened to Deshaun Watson? Is he still on the team?
He's out for the season with an Achilles, right?
I don't know if I know. I thought he got in trouble with a massage parlor again.
I don't know. I think he's just out for the season with a torn Achilles or some injury.
Yeah, he's going to be gone after next year anyway.
Yeah, Shadur's going to be their starter.
Yep.
Next game is the Joe Flacco likely led Bengals head to Green Bay to face the Packers. I know you're going to probably pick Joe Flacco to beat the Packers again, but I'm picking the Packers.
Who does Joe Flacco play for again?
He got traded from the Browns to the Bengals for like a 5th-round pick. The Bengals have looked horrible, except in garbage time the other day without Joe Burrow.
You know, I'll take the Bengals. They have too many weapons, Hans. And their defense ain't that bad.
I'm just curious how the Packers defense is going to look. Because they looked horrible against the Cowboys without CD Lamb.
You just double team Micah Parsons. That's how you beat them. Shit, that's how the Eagles beat the Cowboys when he was with Dallas.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how the Packers look. The Commanders couldn't stop their pass rush, and the Lions couldn't the first 2 weeks. Granted, the first 2 weeks, and teams improve as it goes on.
Yeah.
The next game is, this should be a good matchup. On Sunday Night Football, the Detroit Lions head to KC to face the Chiefs. I am picking the Lions.
I am picking the Lions.
You're picking the Lions too?
It depends. I mean, I gotta pick the Lions because the stuff I'm gonna say I can't say on here anyway. Yeah, it's just Patrick Mahomes making love to somebody.
Oh,
Roger Goodell.
Brittany.
No, Roger Goodell. He's got to start winning again.
Yeah, I don't know. This next game is the Buffalo Bills head to Atlanta to face the Falcons. I'm picking the Bills.
Yep. They're gonna walk them.
We're probably going to split on this game because the Chicago Bears head to the nation's capital to face the Washington Commanders. I am picking the Commanders.
Why?
Because Jane Daniels is better than
Hans. The Bears almost beat them last year.
Yeah.
And that was with shitty ass coaching.
I don't know. I'm still going to pick the Commanders.
I'm going to go with the Bears because I don't know.
Commanders are better than expected last year. The Bears were probably all they were expected to be last year. Granted, the Bears are probably better this year than last year. So what's the Bears' record? 2-2, and the Commanders are 4-1.
Yeah.
Commanders have a better record.
Good question. Who's the Commanders played?
They played the Packers. They played the Chargers. Who else did they beat? Let me look at who they beat. They beat the Falcons.
Well, that don't count.
They beat the Raiders.
That don't count either.
What doesn't that count?
Geno
they beat
Smith
the-
throws like 42 interceptions a game.
So they beat one team that's probably going to have. They beat two teams that are probably going to have like 4 wins,
Yeah.
and they beat one team. So the Giants and the Raiders are probably going to have like 4 wins. The Falcons will probably have like 6 or 7 wins. And who knows how many wins the Chargers are going to be, but they're hurt.
Do they beat the Packers?
No, they lost to the Packers.
By a lot or a little?
Only by that much. What was the score?
It was like 24 something, right?
27-18.
Yeah. I'm going to still take my Bears.
Yeah, we'll find out.
If the defense shows up, I did that before the bye week, the Bears win.
The Bears barely beat the Raiders, though.
Yeah. But, hey, they handled. What's the Raiders' defense? Where are they ranked at? For the pass rush?
Probably in the middle of the road. The Raiders' defense is probably not ranked that well after they give up 40 some odd to the Colts.
I don't even know how it's impossible. To be
The
honest with
Raiders
you.
give up 41 to the Commanders, too. You stick with the Bears. We'll see who's right.
Yeah. Hey, if the Bears win, you got to do a mental shot.
If the Bears win and the Packers lose.
Yep.
If the Packers win and the Bears lose, I don't know what I should make you do.
I'll do a shot at my work because I hate that fucking shit.
It's not even punishment.
It is punishment. You know, it's really real punishment is me doing freaking
Ghost
that
pepper?
freaking that fireball apple shit. I can eat ghost peppers. That don't bother me. But fireball apple tastes like cough syrup.
It's
Tastes
pretty
like
good.
rotting cough. No, it's not. It's not good at all. It came out of my nose last time I drank it.
Pretty good stuff. If you cook like 5 shots of it, you probably have a really bad hangover the next day.
Oh yeah.
Has all that artificial flavoring in it.
This episode of Terrible Tuesdays is brought to you by the Blatt Beer Company.
That's beer.
Yeah.
So what did you catch when you went fishing on Sunday?
Saturday I caught a
What's Saturday?
crappie, a ditch pickle, and like 10 big bluegill, which I ate.
It's largemouth bass, not ditch pickle.
Ditch pickles. Hey, did you hear about that accident on that bass fishing tour?
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, how in the hell did that freaking happen?
Someone was driving like an idiot.
Oh, yeah. What are you eating tonight for dinner? I'm gonna go throw these in the dryer real quick. I'll be right back. This is step 1.
My favorite football the game of the year is this weekend.
What is it?
The Dairy versus Hog State.
Yeah. Oh, the Dairy versus Hog State. Who's Arkansas playing?
No, the Dairy versus Hog and Corn State. I mean,
Nice.
Wisconsin, Iowa showdown.
Yeah, it'll be like 14-17. Actually, no, not really, because I think it'll probably be more than that.
I think Iowa went on like 24-7 or something. The QB from SDSU last year transferred to Iowa.
Huh.
Gronowski.
How loud is that?
What?
My waiter's in the dryer.
I can't even hear him.
Again.
But I think Iowa will win.
I'm double rigging tomorrow if I don't go deer hunting. We found yellow bass.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't see
Yellow
what
bass not as big as white bass.
No, they supposedly it tastes better. I don't
Maybe.
know. I'm there with you, Hans.
Most of yellow bass I catch are like 6 to 10 inches.
Yeah.
That one lake by Lodi, someone stocked them in and it was just full of them.
Were they supposed to stock them in there?
I don't think so. Those yellow and white bass do good in big dirty lakes, though, and it's a big dirty lake.
We caught them yesterday in Kishwaukee River, and they get pretty big. And it's like sand and gravel and pretty fucking
The
cold.
Rock and Pecatonica River are just big dirty rivers. The Rock is.
The rock ain't that bad anymore. I mean, it's still muddy. Now you fish with a Pecatonica Stark, right?
The Pecatonica starts in southern Iowa County, Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
And then it flows through Lafayette County, and then it flows into Illinois.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever fished on that river, though. I think
Sure
I fished on Yellowstone Lake, which is on the Yellowstone River that flows into it. And I know
the sugar is up there too somewhere.
That lake.
The sugar crosses the border too up there.
I have fished in the Sugar River. I fished in that in the Dane County Trout Challenge. I don't think I caught a trout from though. I think I got some chops and shit.
The sugar is trout in it? Probably not down near me. It might though.
No, like in the first 15 miles of it, or first 10 miles.
Hey, if I ever can get you down here with your boat in like summertime, we can go catch a shitload of channel cat, just tie off the log jams and throw stink bait at them.
Yeah. You know what happens when you throw out cut bait in the lower Wisconsin River?
What? You catch channel cats?
You catch softshell turtles like crazy.
Oh yeah, that too. Same thing here with chicken liver. So are you hunting tomorrow morning?
Harvest
You gonna go hunt tomorrow morning?
No, I'm supposed to meet the cable guy at 8. Fix my internet.
You know learn how to fish with one of these.
A slip bobber?
Yeah.
I had a slip bobber rig. My slip bobber rig got yanked like no other last night, and then I got snapped out.
Yeah, I waited downstream to get my bobber back yesterday.
Yeah, no, I ended up taking the boat to get the bobber back because it just floated out. But I was fishing on the bridge pylon, and I hooked into a northern, and it was on that noodle rod. I had the slip bobber set up on the noodle rod.
Yeah. Hey,
Maybe
it worked.
maybe I should have it rigged up on the 7-foot medium action rod rather than that rod.
How long?
Well-
How long is the noodle rod?
7 foot.
I mean, sometimes you want that noodle rod because it's mine is an ultralight microlight I use for slip bobbers. It works fine.
It's better to fish the slip bobber on a longer rod than a shorter rod, though.
Yeah, 'cause you pick the slack up.
But
I
that's-
drill down until I find pressure and eat it.
I was in the other walleye rod because I had like a 1/4 ounce or 1/8 ounce split shot, and then was rigging it for a worm on it for walleye. But so I had that rigged up, and all of a sudden, a fish took it on there and just started peeling drag like crazy. And then it jumped, and then it started trying to drag my little John bow. And then it got my line.
Instead of drag your little giant boat. I told
No,
my,
and then I hooked into another northern on my ultralight with a 32nd ounce jig, and it pulled me like 20 feet in the John boat when I was fighting on my ultralight. And I landed that one.
yeah,
It was 31. It was that one I sent you a picture of. It was 31 inches.
that was a big walleye, or a big northern.
Wasn't huge, but it was a decent one.
You should have ate it.
I don't need any more fish. I was just digging through my freezer, and I have so much fish in there. I have salmon that's like 2 years old in there.
I told Mott's about your Atlantic salmon in the community pond. He didn't believe me.
I just already caught one out of the Brookings community pond.
You just need to find one they stock them in there.
I've been looking at when they stock fishing there, and they haven't stocked any trout in the East River community ponds yet. It should be within the next few weeks.
So they stock Atlantic salmon there every year.
Some years, I think it just depends upon how many they have. I think they were having a hard time getting egg supply for them because they probably have to get the egg supply from like New York or Maine or somewhere unless they can raise enough of their own to get an egg supply. Because in New York and New Jersey,
Hang on, Hans.
is anyone even here?
Hey, I'll be right back real quick.
Or is anyone even still here? I don't even know how long we streamed for. We had a few breaks. I'm having some issues with my desktop, so I'm having to stream from my. I'm having issues with my internet, so I'm just having to stream from my phone, and I can't look at stuff on the computer. Then what's on here? Because I don't know what we were talking about. We were talking about some type of fishing. Oh, we were talking about catching hatchery Atlantic salmon. I don't think I've ever caught an Atlantic salmon before. I've only caught coho and king salmon. I was trying to fish. I've tried fishing for kokanee a couple of times, but I haven't caught any of them. Granted, I may not have been in the best lake for them. I know they stocked some in Pactola over the last few years. I haven't really heard of many people catching them. I just hear people catching rainbows and Lakers out of there in warm water stuff.
There?
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here right now. Whee! Yep.
I don't know what you're really doing.
I'm back.
Do you have a? Where's your archery target set up down there?
At the back of the wall. What, you want me to shoot real quick?
No, I just shoot my ball again because I was shooting and the plastic came off the sight.
Oh,
That
shit.
I know twisted
Yeah.
and moved a little bit. I just had the rest like the release that you put it on your hand rather than the one I'm used to shooting with, and I was shooting like crap. It didn't
Yeah.
seem that far off, but it might have been a little off, and I didn't shoot it before this morning. So before I go out the next time, I need to shoot it.
Yeah.
So when are you going out bow hunting?
Probably tomorrow morning.
I don't believe you.
Why? I have a cold front coming in.
It's supposed to be 37 tomorrow morning. If I didn't have stuff to do tomorrow morning, I would go. I might go tomorrow night. We'll see how windy it is.
Yeah.
If it's windy, I'll probably go out hunting. If it's not windy, I'll probably go out fishing. I should also screw around with that trailer bearing again, too.
Yeah, you might want to.
You know, to use that boat I showed.
And that's your big boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot more comfortable than fishing out of the little boat.
Yeah. There's
Yeah, I
pros and
caught
cons.
a 28-inch northern on a Jake yesterday, too.
You cut an 8-inch Jordan on a jig.
Oh, like a 6 or 28 incher.
Ain't bad.
Back in that bay. I only got 3 walleye, though.
Does that make you mad when you don't catch a lot of walleye ponds?
I don't care.
You don't care.
If I would have stayed up by the road bed, I would have caught more. It was a little on the windy side to just drift along the edge of the road bed with live bait, how I was catching them in the little boat, because I was just oaring along it.
Yeah.
And it was hard to stay in place. So it is what it is.
So how many walleye you caught?
This,
You over-
since
you-
I'm just counting, it's like what? Probably 560, 570 or something.
I figure you'd be like almost 800. I bet you next year you start between ice in and ice out, or ice out and ice in, you probably catch a thousand walleye easily.
I figured I'd be closer to 1,000 than I have been. It was a tough bite. Like April through June, it was like I was not catching huge numbers of fish. It's like I never had like 10 or 20 fish days.
That's weird.
I've had more high fish days more in August and September, but a lot of the days I've caught a lot of fish, they haven't been big fish.
Yeah.
I just wasn't catching a lot of smaller fish earlier in the season, and now I'm catching more small fish.
At least you're catching fish, though. That's what matters.
Yeah, I've caught some more big fish recently. So I was at 498 on September 25th, 526, 522 on the 27th, 525 after 522, it's 547 on the 28th, 551. I didn't catch any of that night. 560. 575.
Monica's out of her cast now. She's in a boot.
583. What were you saying about Monica?
She's out of her cast now. She's in a boot.
86. So 589.
That ain't bad.
So she's in a boot. Is she getting around okay?
For the most part.
Is she happy?
Yeah.
You've been satisfying her?
With me not being a jackass? Yeah.
That's good.
I pray to God she doesn't listen to this podcast. This live stream.
I should probably make all these private.
We got nobody listening. We got nobody watching.
What?
We got nobody watching right now.
David might listen to it.
Oh, if he listens to it, dude, he's gonna rat my ass out. A
Why?
heartbeat.
I shouldn't have asked. I didn't ask you that question in the right way.
No, you didn't, Hans. No, you did not at all. Here's the best walleye hooks you can buy.
Are those just Aberdeen ones?
Yeah, you know why? Because you want to fish it for them. I don't catch. When I put out like the egg hooks or whatever they are, like the eagle claw painted ones, I don't catch that many walleye. When I put those things on, I catch them all the damn time.
They're
It's
like
tight.
fast and small, thin.
Yep, and I take a pinch of crawler and a split shot, flip out, work it back up the current, and bang.
Yeah.
But how many walleyes have you caught fishing like the Wisconsin River and shit like that on a night crawler?
A lot.
Yeah.
It depends though. In the spring, like once the water temp gets in like the 50s until it gets till like the start of May, it's a minnow bite though.
Yeah.
It's not worm bite.
But after that, dude, it's on till like it's cold.
I mean, once night crawlers are out in the soil and they start washing into there, they're eating them. I was still catching them here on night crawlers.
Yeah, they work. It works.
I caught a 26-incher on a night crawler on Sunday afternoon when I was trying to catch carp.
and a
Carp
little
came out by that between those two lakes, where between Stink and Long and that culvert when there's water flowing through it. And I mouth hooked that one on a jig and minnow, so I tried casting out a worm.
yeah.
I just caught like 2 perch and one big walleye on the worm.
Thursday I do service hours at the NLI.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm just collecting seeds. Like
That doesn't sound fun.
like bunch clover or some shit like that, and something cup flowers. I don't gotta bend over. That's all that matters. And I can see new property.
Clover, black-eyed Susan.
Black-eyed Susans. Time to go throw these in the dryer again.
Is it like prairie bundle flower?
Yep. I'm the driver to go, dickhead.
Is that David?
No, that's me yelling at my waiter.
Oh. Hey, well, I should go.
All right, hon.
Go Pack Go. Everyone, thanks for watching. Have a good week.
Bear down.
Go Pack Go.
Never.